I've asked a question and my brain just froze like a deer in a headlights. I'm JM, and this is the crew of the Oh Boy. We are coming to you live from the studio. We are doing our weekly Fading Suns game. Thank you to everyone who's watching and is tuning in both now and later and on YouTube. We appreciate all of your support. Again, in October, expect more shows coming from Iconic Production. More podcasts, more streams, more just general producer goofiness. And yeah, so when we last left the crew of the Oh Boy, who are now all level 3.
Woohoo! Yay!
You guys, some might say flee. Some might say strategically withdraw. Some might say strode off the planet like a bunch of badasses.
I'm gonna go with ran with my tail tucked between my legs, but sure, okay.
Jax has a tail? You guys showed up, or you guys left London kind of one step ahead of the Inquisition, thanks to Gregor's stepmother.
Oh, see.
And things were said.
Not said.
Things were not said. Bouquets of knives exchanged hands. Alestra kind of laid out her whole life story, and the group decided that they were going to head not to where Beatrice was next, but rather to the planet of Shapra, which is where your father is reputedly.
Oh, I don't know that word.
Reputedly?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it means he may not be there.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like a
No.
moist sort of reaction.
Moisty?
Moisty. It's Tolkien. So, you guys are heading to Byzantium Secundus, the capital of the Empire, in order to access the jump route that will take you to Shapra.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whew. So,
They are consummate professionals.
consummate V's! I said consummate V's.
I'll clean that up a break.
Notes. Alright, so when you guys come through the jump gate of Byzantium Secundus, everything kind of fades from the haze of the jump gate into normal space once again, and you can see the Throne Star, which is the primary star in the solar system, off in the distance. There are a number of planets in the Byzantium Secundus solar system, and there are several space stations. Now, Calypso, you would know that there is a large agora, which is sort of the spaceport on Byzantium Secundus. You have been there. It is a wretched hive of...
Scum and villainy?
I didn't say it, you did. You know that there's a small Battle Order monastery on the planet, as well as the Cathedral of St. Maya. This Byzantium Secundus used to be a planet called New Istanbul. Before that, it was Constantinople.
Okay. Sorry, Cathedral 2.
St. Maya. But you know that the holy city here, there's just a place called Holy City, which is an old cathedral that's kind of built up. It is one of the larger Orthodox cities in the solar system. House Hazat is not necessarily unwelcomed here. However, you do know that they have House Hazat has a massive embassy here, and that Duke Jose Alfonso Luis Eduardo de Aragon is the ambassador. He's a distant second cousin of a third aunt's niece's dog walker's hairdresser. You know him, but not personally. Now, Calypso, you and Jexa know that one of the major... So there's a space station that's very close to Byzantium Secundus. It is run by the Imperial Navy. There's also, kind of here in the outer system, Colmus, which is a merchant league spaceport run by the Charioteers Guild and the Engineers Guild. You know it because the Engineers Guild are there. You know it because, well, let's just say some of the cargo that you've carried in the past through here gets unloaded on this space station way far out in the solar system and not so much where, customs happen.
Where is...
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm sorry. Captain Calypso Mars has never been caught smuggling.
Canis Sobiel, Lucia's contact, is in the capital?
She didn't tell you much about it. She just said she was on Byzantium Secundus.
But we're assuming then, on the planet, not on...
That's a fair assessment.
Okay.
Is it Canis or Mechanus?
Canis.
I don't want us to come for the wrong person. So,
you gotta get the watermelon elemental.
Anyway, don't mind me, it's just, yep. It's not even 7:10 and we're
already into hijinks.
Like a laser.
Two questions. Originally you said that Calypso would know of some space dot on Byzantium Secundus that was called a gargantuan.
The Agora. The Agora on the planet is known as... something. Oh, it's the Port Authority. That's what it's called.
And then the one that's run by merchants, did that one have a name?
Yes, it is Space Station Columnus.
Columnus?
Columnus. Culmus. Take a way to say it and stick to it with confidence. GM tip number 7. Also works for Bible.
What else? That's all my questions I had too.
So,
where are we going?
You're driving?
No.
No, she is definitely not driving.
I'm
So right now,
learning.
in the,
Where are we?
One on
you have the training, the little
Mm-hmm.
It's
Like
like
it doesn't do anything.
it's like the psych car.
It's a driver's ed car.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have just come out of the jump gate far into the system. You have to decide where you guys want to go.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going?
Spaceport. Yeah.
First of all, let's know how you drive it.
It's more like giant space wheel.
Are you piloting or is Gregor
Yes!
piloting? Okay. Gregor leveled up as well and took cookie more. He's a man. He's an onion.
There's layers.
He's got layers.
I like parfaits.
Cafes are nice. Thought we decided already on going to Byzantium.
You're in the solar system. So,
Oh.
We're gonna go.
the space station,
Oh.
jump gate,
I was smart.
space, Merchant League space station, couple of gas giants, another space station, Byzantium Secundus is this third planet in this.
Do those gas giants take some Pepsis? They might feel better. Hey, I hate myself.
Where's the next jump gate? Is it here or is it in there?
No, it's here. You would use
So we
this.
could turn around and
You could.
we could just skip all of his planning.
And go hard after Beatrice.
So,
As
you think you can skip all of my planning? Is that what you think? All right.
And it was that night that Jackson met a terrible end.
The AI. Short it out. So where did we hear your father was? On Byzantium?
Shopper? No. Oh, it's still 2 jumps away.
Oh, it's not scary.
So do we just need to jump to Shopper then?
Do we need fuel?
Here?
No, we got filled up at with Lucia and Daddy Dearest.
I did hear there were beaches. We didn't really get to experience the beach.
It does. Byzantium Secundus has the same size. It's the same size of Earth, but it only has like 60% of the landmass, so it's a lot of ocean.
And when we land, we find out that the water is lava.
I feel like I could look that up right now. Is the water lava on Byzantium? Is it toxic?
No.
Is there currently any
swim
flesh
in
eating?
Yes. There are, as you kind of pull it up, there are several like news reports of
Oh, here we go.
people going missing
No, here we
in
go.
the slums, and rumors of what are being called gill people.
Hard
Here
turn.
we go. No, yep.
Forget that.
I'm sure your dad is a nice man. But
He's not here.
He's not on
I
this
do,
planet.
I do need, however,
No,
a
no.
perception plus piloting roll from Captain Calypso.
why? I really so observe.
Yes.
No perception plus 5.
Oh no, yeah, perception plus pilot. The attribute.
Oh, the
Yeah.
attribute. The characteristics. Sorry, my bad.
Believe in you.
Where are the rest of you? I mean, we know that Jexa and Calypso are up on me.
I got 11, and I needed a 13. Can I steal this for a second? You're a kind person. Oh, I can't.
Don't mind me, I just need.
Probably playing cards with Gregor.
Okay.
Is he playing cards or is he cooking?
He's cooking, but in the kitchen.
We
He'll
have
be
time.
playing. No, he's playing. He can be playing
Do I
cards
get
and
those
cooking.
11 points?
Wow, he can multitask?
He's playing.
Cheating you at cards.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
perfect.
playing
Yeah,
cards
you
with
get
you
all
is
of them.
very.
Unless he makes you use them.
Thanks, Jay.
Alright, so I've succeeded in my
Not
role.
just with you. Alexa's there, as is like you're all playing a card game. He's chopping vegetables. He's definitely cheating.
Nigel.
Gregor.
Oh, I was going to say, because Nigel's cheated in more ways than one. Ew.
Oh.
Wow.
Bird. Has it been frosty?
It has
On
not
that?
been frosty on the ship. No,
You just need to go see a hospital.
it is not
That
me.
burn.
For that sweet, sweet burn.
I'll say Gemma was playing cards, but now she is in her room trying to match up the big rocks with her notes on Beatrice.
Okay, so you give me a faith plus academia roll.
Oh.
Hey, you upped it.
Woo! Total of 9! I rolled a 5!
Okay,
But you needed a 6 to be able to understand it.
Rude.
so you got an 11. Alright. Two things sort of happened at the same time.
Oh no.
3, because I just bit my tongue.
Three things happened at the same time. First, Captain Calypso Mars bites her tongue, and Lee, as the consummate method actress that she is, method roleplay.
You heard it. I wasn't just not bleeding.
The whole ship sort of lifts to the side for a second, as if there is an explosive decompression. There's not, although you are getting lights on the ship that says that your atmosphere is down about 20% from what it was.
You mean the internal
The
atmosphere?
internal
Okay.
atmosphere. Yep.
So I was like, there is none out there.
There's none out there, and as you scan for it, there's still none out there. It's not like it vented out into space.
Running diagnostic.
Alestra,
Computer.
Yes.
I need a dexterity.
You're never good when you start with that.
I need a dexterity plus
It's for his birthday.
fight roll from you.
Later. Please.
Oh, cool.
Well, that's enough.
I believe in you. 9!
Wait,
Wait, you
Nice.
how did that?
So you get 9 BP. You
And a
There-
weird point.
some strange. Does anyone else have weird points?
But I have 3, but I have using a little.
Numbers again. I was at 0 for so long.
Ow.
She wants chips.
Chippies that are not full of carbs. These will be the only chips that I don't eat today. Right?
I mean, I hope you don't eat those.
Yeah, please don't.
I have so many carbs today.
They're roughage. Unless there's some sort of ingrained reflex kicks in, and you feel this strange wave sort of pass through the area, and you kind of move back from the table, and Gregor and Nigel and Alexa and the table are there 1 second, and they're gone the next.
Like,
I'd like to say I planned that because that was amazing, and I hope that I get to rewatch that later.
so they're
They're gone. Just, it looks as if they just.
You just blew up your boyfriend.
Captain.
Beyonce.
What?
Did you say Beyonce or?
Yeah, he's my Beyonce.
Gregor's like my Beyonce.
We got a problem down here. I need you now. Now.
Okay. Where's she?
Can I run a diagnostic with my AI on the ship to see what happened?
Sure.
I regale my information to her, so I can go down to her and she can.
You don't have autopilot?
Wits plus interface.
Oh, there's an autopilot, but I mean, she's gonna like. Okay, I'm gonna go. Where are you?
In the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah. All of a sudden, the
mess,
chopped
the galley,
carrots like all
whatever
hit
it's
the
called.
ground.
Okay. So
Knife
Come
on the
in.
floor.
come into the kitchen.
No, not the knife, just the carrots.
Okay.
All
He
right.
took his vocabulary with him.
I'm in the kitchen.
This mess. There used to be a table, chairs, Alexa, Nigel, and Gregor. They're
You
gone.
gotta- Where'd you get your?
Gone as in like they all got uncontrollable bowel movements at the same time and have bits. of
Gone
the-
as in they went
Toilet.
poof and they're not on the ship.
Who? You mean
P
they're
O O
not
F.
You didn't
on the
come.
ship?
Who's
Captain? Captain?
I swear.
We're getting called. Should I answer it? I'll answer it.
No. Running back up.
I would like to turn 3 of those VP into a weird thing.
Okay. Are you answering Tom?
Why are there so many stairs on this ship?
As soon as she walks in, I'm
Hold on,
going
is
to
like
be
the oh boy like the ships from another sci-fi universe where you can just pick up the comms anywhere, or is it only on the bridge you can answer the comms?
I don't think we ever specified that.
This is your moment.
Unfortunately, as much as I want to, we don't have something like that. But I feel like the oh boy has kind of a sense of retro.
So we can
aesthetic.
internally comm, we just can only receive
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Cool.
It is now.
I need you to work on that.
I mean, yeah, upgrades can be made.
Changes can be made.
Can I work on the
So
ship
as soon
now?
as she,
I think she's been letting
and
it.
you can hear Calypso Mars.
I'm gonna run after her.
Okay.
I'm just
What?
Hello?
Ship registered Z76653. Stand down and be prepared to be boarded.
May I ask why?
By authority of the church, we are investigating all ships coming through the jump gate for smuggling.
Is hilarious.
To drop your love.
You don't have any contraband goods.
We
Remember,
don't.
You sold
Yeah.
them all on
Yeah.
Lemminkainen.
Yeah.
How did we profit?
The goods that were sold on Lemminkainen through Gregor's contacts netted the earmuffs.
What else? Okay.
Yeah, we're spending that money.
Wait,
Never mind.
Is that like all of our money or just hers?
It's hers.
Dang it.
I have so much money, you guys. It's
So
not even
rich.
funny.
We're so rich.
And nobody asks me for money. They just are
They
like...
ask Gregor a lot.
Yeah, they ask Gregor, and I think Gregor asks Calypso. And it's like, okay, here, honey.
Here, schmoozy poozy.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Long ago, a young Gregor was like, one day, I'm going to get a sugar captain. Now, older Gregor's like, yes. Or he would if he were here.
Okay.
You can be boarded here, or you can head to the space station and have the church guards investigate there.
So we already have a battle sister battle of the sisters of the battles on this ship. Pretty sure that she probably already can tell you that we checked out and we just need to be on our way. Because we're on very good business. For the church, actually.
Reactor leak. No, don't come down here.
Why don't you just tell him my name's Kathy?
Kathy on board? She likes soft pop music.
We can discuss that with your...
She only drinks slightly fruit flavored sparkling water.
She's big into White Claw.
This is brother Dinus. Speak with your sister battle when she arrives on spaceport.
Sure, we'll just head down there in a jiff. Sounds like a plan.
We will escort you.
That is...
And you see 2 interceptor class.
So, she might be clunky, or she is fierce and mighty.
Jix is aware.
I do have the chase rules just in case you want to try and disappear into an asteroid field.
Not when
Hypothetically
a
speaking.
third of us is missing.
That's fair.
Really. There's 3 of them gone, and we're 4 inside.
I collect NPCs.
Wait, is Virgil missing?
There's with Alexa.
Theoretically speaking, but
She could have left him in his urn.
Yeah.
We can't use them without...
So, in my connecting to the ship, was there any information about how, where, what disappeared?
It looks like you lost the atmosphere from the cargo bay, but the internal sensors are registering no change in any of the statistics, internal pressure, anything like that. So it's weird. The atmosphere is less, but the ship sensors are still registering the same amount of things in the ovoid.
Wait, so maybe they just got teleported in part of the ship?
Or they slipped through the space-time continuum, and now we're in an alternate reality where the Ovoid is actually the Boy O.
That's right. And Captain Calypso has a fierce goatee.
Don't ask.
Dark universe.
Him not well.
So,
Captain Calypso is no man.
I'm still studying and comparing rocks.
Yep.
What did I learn?
How much are you spending?
Because it's 2.
It is by 2s, by doses. You are pretty sure that as you kind of been cross-referencing the map and the orbs, one of the moon of Apshai, which is referred to in the book Jews, 4 pages out of borrowed parts of.
An extended amount of time, yes.
They didn't have a photocopy.
Because there's no moon Apshai that you know of. It's not a planet at all. But you think by process of deduction, you think you figured out which of the orbs. It's the 3rd from smallest. Those star coordinates may lead you to that moon where Beatrice battled the vessel of Ashkagaya. Alright, so are Are you following them into?
I sure frickety frackety am.
All right.
I'm gonna look out the window.
Not
Do
high
you
enough
see
for a chase
anything
yet.
else? Like, there's nothing outside. Like, they didn't get teleported outside. Oh, that's true. Right.
No. There's nothing outside the scanners. You see, when you look outside, you can see there are a number of asteroids out here. There's a small rogue planetoid, and then
Can I
the
ask
large
them if
space
they have
station.
anybody?
Just for the hell of it, I calm Gregor. Do I get static?
I'm gonna go running through the ship just since I haven't done that yet. See if they're anywhere in the ship.
And then as she's flying down, I'm gonna just come like, Gemma?
Yeah.
We are being requested to join the church on a station so they can make sure we're not smuggling, and somebody's going to want to talk to you because Calypso told them you were here. Click.
I see
P.S.
your
your name is
battle
Kathy.
order, and I raise you one.
I start strategically hiding all of the Beatrice things on my person.
There was a proverbial dick on one side, and then Closer just kind of put another one.
So,
I didn't expect that to just be separate. There it is.
Yeah, yep.
I'm fired. It was nice knowing you all.
so you guys can see that Columnus is a large space station. There are a ton of ships out there. Several of them are church
Oriented.
not like the Vigilant Grace, not like a battle cruiser, right? But these are, or sorry, like a frigate. These are actually like cruisers, but they do bear the Inquisitorial symbol.
No.
But there are maybe
Fine.
4 of them, and the only reason you notice them is because, right, the two fighters that are escorting you have that symbol. So they direct you to a docking platform, and about 5 minutes later, you hear the sound of
Docking?
the jarring metal, and then the wall of its ceiling.
Yeah.
You go running through the ship. No one
Are you
answers.
just screaming? Are you just running and screaming?
Quick question.
Alestra's lost it. Space madness.
How long have we been on the ship since Lemon Trinity?
Only about 2 days.
Can I have used those 2 days to be working on the pop gun?
Sure.
Choking. I just started choking.
Go ahead and give me a wits plus tech reduction roll, please.
That's a 60. 7.
Alright, how many are you spending towards fixing the lockdown?
8.
Okay. So there is a unspecified amount that you will have to spend to fix it.
Okay.
But you have spent 8 PPs towards fixing the lockdown.
Yes.
You may need 1 roll a week.
Okay.
In-game or week?
In-game. Nice try.
I appreciate it.
That was really good art. Like, that was fun.
I was about to say, I expect that from Lee.
I very quickly pull down my buns, comb my hair real quick, put it back up so I don't look like a complete and total disheveled mess.
You get another comm. We are ready to expect your ship.
Can you say it any less, like, I don't know, broken? Yep, that sounds fine. Okay, just give us a second.
Did you say probing?
Yeah, she did.
Wanted to make sure I was hearing you correctly. Alright.
Put my stole on. Push up.
When you look
Fix
out
things under my bed.
you can see that there is a definite brother battle, and just a very haggard looking young man who is wearing the robes of the Inquisition. He's got a little hat,
But, alright.
We repainted the ship, right?
We
Yes.
sure diddly did.
Might have also changed the bed.
Captain Flanders on board.
Alright. Okay. So am I supposed to make how we get home?
Yes.
No, just kidding.
Alright, just give me a quick observe plus perception roll as you head down to the cargo hold.
Oh no, did someone put a...
Who else is there?
I crit.
You crit?
Yep.
I was walking with her.
You're all there?
Yeah. Do you need rolls from all of
I
us?
mean, I am kicking things under my bed first, and then I'm going.
Well,
Very
sure.
smart of us. No.
Neighbors.
You noticed 4 silver footlockers that you definitely did not have when you left London.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to die? I do.
I want to see how your way out of this one.
So,
Are they there?
yeah, like,
Are they
Oh,
like in the
she's
same
there,
room
yeah.
as the crates?
yeah, it's all in the cargo.
Okay. Because I just like went, those are new.
Alright, we need to open these right now.
Kind of walks on board.
Oh, shoot.
Distraction?
I am Brother Massus. I'm a member of the Inquisition. Please do not worry. We're just looking for contraband and smuggling items. It is just my job.
What's contraband?
Oh, you know.
No, she really doesn't. She's lived a very sheltered, cloistered life. Close to the religious practice. You know, with a Sister Battle as her aunt and all.
Do you have a list somewhere that you can show me?
I mean, I can send you the list, but really anything that is Second Republic or higher.
Virgil? Well, maybe Virgil's gone.
Yeah.
Venus is about the same. It's really strange. The more you're around the battle order, the more you're like, they don't all look the same to you, but they all have they all look the same to Captain Calypso Mars. Oh no, which one's Gemma?
Purple hair!
Purple hair is the only thing that gives it away. Otherwise, I'm just like, them big. What do they feed you?
Smart.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
Soylent Green's people. And they feed them Soylent Green.
Oh, boy.
Hopes and dreams.
There we go. There's more of them.
More food.
I assume those are not. You have no knowledge of those footlockers there?
No.
I'm sorry, what the hell? How did somebody... Which one of you?
Alright, hold on.
Never
I need
seen
you,
that
and he
before.
pulls out a pan creator, the jump gate cross. Like, I need you to look very carefully at this as I ask you again. And you see he kind of closes his eyes. And you recognize the tattoo on his neck as a member of the Escatonic Order, the ones that have psionic abilities. Is your name Calypso Mars?
Not technically.
Thank you for your honesty. Do you have any knowledge of those crates or what is in them? Answer.
At all.
Do you know any of your companions would have any knowledge of that, or do they seemingly appear?
They appeared and 3 of ours disappeared.
And Venus just sort of grabs him by the back of his robes and holds him up. 3 of your crates disappeared.
No. People. We had people disappear. Oh boy. a Nigel and an Alexa
Nigel.
and a Gregor.
Somewhere we have
Alexa is
A priestess.
Sanctuary Aeon or Sanctuary Aeon. Priestess. Nigel is with the Merchant Guild of some sort, I would assume. And Gregor is the first mate.
About 10.5 minutes ago, our ship indicated 20% of the atmosphere dropped. She notified me that we had missing persons, and then suddenly lockers appeared.
I apologize. I will mark that down. We find new people and we can send them to Byzantium, Secundus,
What do you mean by find them? Where would you be looking?
We are currently investigating what is going on. That's why
So this is happening to other ships.
16 in the last month. Ooh. No, yours are the first one. You'll excuse me. And he just kind of leans up against Venus and Venus.
Brother Venus, do you know anything about what would be in these lockers?
We do not. I'm guessing they are contraband. No. To even look upon what is contraband in the eyes of the church will damn your soul.
Sorry?
Venus. Relax.
Technically contraband if it's not actually procured in any form of a legal way, but mere apparition.
You'll have to excuse Venus. I assume you know how the battle order can be.
Oh yeah, totally familiar. Anyway. What was that dude's name?
Which dude?
The little one.
The little one?
Messiah.
You know, the tiny one! Masses. Brother Masses. Or Inquisitor Masses. Doesn't really go that well. Oh. I apologize. The urgent rights sometimes take more after me. Your friend is quite strong of will.
Okay. And I didn't lie at all.
So, while I do not think that there is anything necessarily damning to the kids, we do manage to take them to that certain and see what is going on.
So wait, your soul's gonna get damned.
Just the burden of the Inquisition.
Have you asked him how big your experience?
They are footlocker size, so they're about 4 feet long, about 2 feet high, and about 2.5 feet.
So a person who not necessarily fit.
You could chop a person up and fit one of them, but they would not fit.
Can I quickly scan them? I'm assuming they have some kind of like
Not a dating sucks. You'd have to have an AI living in your person.
Oh, so could somebody
Like a
scan
multi-tool.
them?
Would I have to touch them?
You could pass your hand over them.
Okay.
But you have to pass your robot hand over them.
Yeah.
And there was a great
I'm gonna wait.
Calypso practices her distractions.
Because it's just the two of them, right?
It's just the two
So
of
if
them.
Brother Dennis is going to take them off, I'll wait till that's turn.
Okay. Are you alright? So, yeah.
Do you want some like water? Like we have a kitchen.
That would be lovely.
Did you turn off the stove?
Sister.
No.
He wants your name.
I know, this is Maddie debating if I give him Kathy or if I give him
White Claw. White Claw.
I feel like we need to have just the Siri version of Kathy. So, insert.
Based on what we have encountered, do I have any suspicion that I would be in trouble back here, or?
It's a big empire. I think there's very little faster than light Right, remember how expensive it was for
Okay, right.
Alestra to send info around?
Then my name is Gemma.
Would you mind aiding Brother Venus and removing the crates?
How far do we have to go?
If you load them onto my dolly up there, we can take them back to my lab.
Yeah, I can help.
Water and carrots sound lovely.
Would you like to come with us?
Sure. I must see someone who's he's like super pale.
Yeah.
So
on each side, like.
I must say, this is the nicest reception I have received on a ship since I got here.
Oh, you know.
I will be fine in about 10 minutes. It takes
Slip
a
a
while.
little something.
I don't have any
We're not going to start serial killing inquisitors.
I didn't say serial killer.
So he grabs
Nice.
two ends, like, the ends of two of the crates. Alright.
Then they're gonna walk off and I'm gonna...
Are you trying to do it sneakily or just kind of like...
Well, as he, walks past, or,
Okay.
as they walk away,
You're gonna be
I
able to-
walk past one and...
Alright, I'm going to need a perception
Bye.
plus tech redemption roll.
Perception plus
Alright, so you're gonna...
tech is
They're
13.
not
I'm gonna make this
individually
favorable.
heavy, but if you were to guess, they weigh... One of them definitely weighs 110 kilos. The other one's about 6. Yeah, so the two of you kind of get on either end and you're carrying two of them out. One is definitely way lighter than the other one.
It's like one extra lighter than
Yeah.
jostle it a little bit to it here.
You hear nothing from the inside. Something sloshes. I'm just kidding.
I'm so nervous for them.
Well, I'm glad I made it favorable because the other one was...
Okay,
Well, it was 19, it wasn't much.
how many are you spending?
Well, do I need to spend that much? Come on, man. You told me that it wasn't always going to be blind bids, but it's been like a blind bid every single time.
It has not always been a blind bid. It's just been mostly blind bids.
You can tell me you need to spend more than or less than...
Not in this case. Not specifically in this case.
Well, I want to know what is in that thing.
So how many are you spending? I
Well,
really wish that we had the ability to hit a button and have that sparkle on 19. It is shielded. Even with 12, you run your hand over and it's you're-
that's...
I didn't start the squares.
it is what you get from it is that it is not like your scans aren't penetrating. Your arm doesn't even register something there. It is like ultra grade, miraculous, some might say, shielded. Like your AI doesn't even necessarily pick up that it's there. It's like it is dead. It absorbs all scanning abilities. We're talking like above military grade shielding. You're guessing probably Second Republic level gear.
As I'm carrying them out, are there any marks that I would recognize on these boxes?
Nope, they are a uniformed chrome, and they don't seem to reflect living tissue. Like, you can see the chrome, reflects the area around the ship, but it doesn't,
So like I wave over
you wave
it.
your hand, it registers your arm, because your arm is in full combat armor. But when you lean over, from your neck up is just missing.
Oh, that's weird.
Hey, Dinus,
Yes, Sister Gemma.
do you mind if we just make sure, like, our people didn't get sucked into these somehow?
There have never been anything taken from the ships inside these crates.
Right, but you also said people had never been taken from ships. I mean, I'll look and then, do penance for a month. I just want to make sure my people didn't somehow end up in here.
He starts whispering on a coded top. Meanwhile, the two of you are escorting. As I said, this is the nicest reception. I will be honest, most times, when people see the inquisitorial flame, they get
Really nervous.
They do.
Yeah.
And as I've always said, you have nothing to hide. You have nothing to fear.
Yeah, we'll see.
And honestly, the first couple of times I was very skeptical about this. We don't know where these contraband crates came from. But it has been the crates, I will be honest, they are something of an enigma. I've been working with some weird. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Mars.
Of course.
I will be, and you are
Alexa.
Sister Alestra.
Yes.
Wow. It's alright. It's alright. Really? I thought you said you were missing. Dun dun dun.
Really, this whole time, Nigel and Alexa have been Alestra's different personalities.
Oh my god.
They're not really missing.
We've never seen that.
Oh gosh. That would be so horrifying. Suddenly it's made aware that Alestra has actually imagined all these people and it's all in her mind.
Yeah. Actually, the crew of the Oh Boy does. Alestra's just in a padded room on the launch station.
Yeah, it makes you want to like cry in distress. That's horrible.
No, it's a baffling.
The crates?
Crates.
Where did the other ships come from?
They've come from all over, and the strangest thing is this is the only gated system. Yes, they come through the gates, and what's really interesting is that some of them were scanned by church ships before entering the gate. Another system. No crates. And when we have them come through the space station, crates. It's as if they appear either coming through the gate or at some point between the gate and
But is there technology that can do that?
we know of. That's the really strange thing. Excuse me, I apologize. Brother Dinas is trying to get hold of me. I do not wish to be.
It's a sin, right?
Well, we can't do that yet. We have to get it back to the lab to open it. Well, she's a member of the church. You don't mind if I borrow her sister Gemma, that she wants to make sure that people are not stuck inside the crate. His eyes get he gets more pale. I really hope it's not what is going on.
Yeah, borrow her for as long as you need.
Okay.
It's nice, just don't call her Kathy. Actually, you know what?
Why would I? Is that her real name?
Your hats are going to suddenly disappear.
Also, I've been hearing both refer to her as Kat. I don't know either. No, that's fine. Yes, no, that's good. Okay, good. So, he's sub-vocalizing the whole time, which basically means he's not saying anything, but you can see.
That's so unnerving.
I'm about to take you back to the lab. Anything you say anything you say can will be done. No, anything you see Miranda. Is it's Dinas Miranda rights. So, I've made at least one player happy tonight.
May I bring my acolyte with me?
Anything you see is bound under church confidentiality.
Understood.
Your acolyte.
Pretty.
She's rather scrawny for an acolyte. The gene therapy and hormones not taken yet.
No.
I have more.
Oh boy.
You could get super jacked.
Jackson comes back. Hey!
And your name? Acolyte? Acolyte Jexa. She's impertinent.
She is taking to Master Xella.
The emulator. I approve. You must learn to control your impertinence or it will be beaten out of you in the order. Very well.
Noted.
Oh boy.
You must, as you have not taken battle order vows, anything you see will be on your own soul, and anything you tell will be on hers. Do you understand?
Yes. Brother battle.
Better. Alright.
You didn't want to split party 3 ways?
No, and I'm getting you into like a Second Republic toy room.
Alright, so you lift the other 2 crates, you put them on the dolly. Dinas, there's a little control panel he manipulates and the dolly kind of starts to levitate. Follow me. That's the way. We gotta put sound, like, you're gonna have to build, like, sound effects in your boots, so you can go, thump, thump, thump.
That's what the womp gun's for.
That's right. Womp, 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 womp. Alright, so you guys, it's gonna take you about 10 minutes to get to the Inquisitorial Lab. You do see, this is the Merchantly Station. It is Second Republic era. So it is about as shiny as Milan Station was. Right? So the average tech level here is 7.5, 8 for your reference. Yeah, like, and the guilds run the station. You do see there are the Engineers Guild occupies about 40% of the population of the station.
Okay.
So,
Do you still have your patch on?
It's underneath my jacket.
Okay. You got your like Michael Jackson jacket on.
Quick jazz hands. Alright, we'll come back. You guys are heading in there. As you go through, you see there's not a lot of church officials here. There are a lot of the small section of the station that Dinas takes you to. You can see there are 2 battle order there. But you also see as you walk around, the other thing that kind of stands out is there are a lot of questing knights. Questing knights are minor nobles, sons and daughters, those who don't stand necessarily to inherit, but Emperor Alexius has kind of founded this idea of an order of knighthood for the nobles to go out and do things. They go out and recover artifacts. They go out and, they quest. It's kind of the title. And you see a lot of them here because this is Byzantium Secundus space. The Emperor is on Byzantium Secundus. The questing knights are sort of his thing. And so there are a lot of them about.
Is there an empress?
Nope.
He's all by himself.
He's all by his lonesome.
Is he lonely?
You have heard rumors that when Alexius went during the Emperor Wars, he led the assault on Stigmata, which is a planet that was overrun by symbiotes, that he and Sister Theophana, who is a battle order sister, they had a... Yeah. Now...
Sorry.
I don't know what happened. I
You
feel
know-
like you may have missed it too, or
I
you're
was-
a consummate professional.
I am not a consummate professional. As we witnessed earlier, I threw a bag that way and a pen that way. But I was taking notes. So
Okay. Right.
more
All right.
professional than these doodads.
So, you guys head into the area, and the doors close behind you, and the lift starts descending. And so, yes, that's how I became an Inquisitor.
Fascinating. You're very young.
I am. It was one of those things where someone just sort of fails upward.
Yeah.
But I have more. Yes, Katak. I have more theurgic potential. Which is, I think, why they recruited you.
This may be an impertinent question. I don't mean it as such. Are you the youngest of your
Don't-
order?
Don't worry about it. You're among. I know the Inquisition gets. But again, nothing to hide, nothing to fear.
Wait till he finds out.
I am
The last Inquisitor.
I am not
Look up
the
Kathy.
youngest. I am the youngest here. But the theurgic rites preserve a little bit, and we do have access to the antigens, which kind of keep the anti-aging drugs. But
Oh, that was going to be like, it's like an injection. Because, like, I could use that right here a little bit.
Under here.
Yeah.
no.
Maybe pull some right here, you know?
I'm waiting for JD to come out. There he is. It's fine.
Oh, I'm totally fine. It's fine.
So, he explains that there are anti-aging regimens. It is one of the things that we tend to frown on overuse. But really, I was brought out here because of these strange phenomena.
Where were you before?
I was actually on Holy Terra.
Oh.
That's where I was stationed. That's where
What's
I was
it like? I've never been able to travel there.
You know, Holy Terra is the birthplace of the Empire, and humanity, and our faiths. There's something special about it, and it is a pilgrimage site. It's a holy site. I will be honest, it's a little too crowded for me. It's almost a hive plant. There's just 4,000 years plus of buildings, people living there.
So, speaking of that really ancient one, is the Empire State Building still there?
I don't think so. I think that was destroyed during the franchise wars of
Disney and Marvel.
Oh, I think those two, that was the unification part.
Oh, yes, you're right.
The grand monopoly of...
Sony and Marvel. Yeah,
2019.
Sony and Marvel. And Disney.
So, well, if we find anybody, and your friends do pictures of them, I'm so sorry that you lost them.
The ship would have pictures.
I totes have pictures of Gregor and them.
Can you
She
share?
reaches in her shirt and pulls out the picture of Gregory.
This one's my fiance.
Oh, congratulations. I mean, I'm sorry, but congratulations. Sort of in equal measures.
This one is Nigel. Yeah. He's
He hands them both back. And then you have one of Sister Alexa.
I have the standard scan. Yep.
Okay. Well, your friends have gone to my lab. Please enjoy the station. I will calm you when They are free. Should be careful. The League runs this station, so there are definitely seedier sides.
What I hope the League is.
It's the Merchant League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the Merchant League is one of the big, right? You're either a noble, and then there's all the callings under the noble houses. You're part of the church. In your case, you're part of the yeomans, or you're part of the League. Instead of having noble houses, the guilds are all part of the League.
So we did go to space station.
Yeah, we're on the station.
Columnist.
Wait, so
Oh,
we're not
yeah.
on the same.
No, you're on the space station. So, I know the last time I left the two of you together by yourselves on a space station, a bunch of people died. So, what do you guys want to do?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, neither did I.
Where's
Wait.
the button to make this one fall into a star?
This one doesn't have that button. It was a design flaw that I corrected later in the campaign. Generation 2 space station.
There's like a little piece of grime, I guess. I don't know.
One of the studio visitors earlier this week was like, "Oh, look, it's a SpongeBob SquarePants mug." Like, maybe.
It's not entirely wrong. There's a lot of reasons why the pineapple is my favorite fruit, and one of them is because someone lives in a pineapple under the sea. So yeah.
Trademark.
Not
Right. Well, you
sponsored.
guys decide what you want to do. We're gonna go. So, Dinas.
Did I recognize anybody from the Engineers Guild as we walked through?
Now the guild's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see a ton of. I mean, there are apprentices, there are journeymen, there are masters. This is a major hub. The little warehouse that you saw on Lemminkainen, there are several orders of magnitude larger here.
Okay. So, if she doesn't recognize, do I notice if anyone recognizes her?
Nothing stands out. Derek isn't here. All right.
Just start curling them, get a work out while I'm hearing about this.
Well, no,
They're on a dolly.
They're on the dolly.
We're just walking next to it. Although I'm getting winded,
You can
I might
definitely
ride on
pick up a
top.
pair of engineers.
Just
hammer,
make a
yeah,
jet.
hammer curl.
I'll put you over my head. I'll
Yeah,
jump
she
you down
definitely
behind.
needs the gene therapy treatment.
She's new. Just
She's
sure.
rather old for that. Not the oldest I've heard of, but
Since when is the order turned anyone away who's willing
well,
to
you know that after 16, the gene therapy's survival rate plummets. And after 21, it's basically a death sentence.
She's 14. We're coming.
In that case, she's larger than I thought she was.
See?
It's not me. I work just the way she is. But Dinas wants to get you
I made
hopped
you
up
bigger.
on gene therapy and hormones. So, do you even battle order? So the doors open up, and it's a very small space. You can see it opens up into a small lab. There are a number of scanning devices. There are a number of what you would recognize as some kind of isolation chambers. All of the screens are opaque, and there are 3 doors leading out.
How many isolation chambers?
There are 12. Each isolation chamber is about as large as this area here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we will take them into the storage area. And then we will set the machines to start opening them.
Are we in the room when they're opened, or are we out of the room when they're opened?
We should be out of the room when they're open. There was several incidents
that why your eyebrows are kind of...
Oh, I was not here. I'm a replacement.
Oh, that kind of insect.
Brother Raphael was... He died a very painful and agonizing death. I have watched the videos if you want to see.
I'll pass. If you'd like, I can...
My eyebrows are the way that the Pan Creator intended, and I will keep them as such.
Is there a way I can be kind of sneaky and like, I mean that, or like make the isolation chambers transparent?
Oh, there are control pads, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would like to get information off of one to see what's in there.
Okay. Give me a dexterity plus sneak roll. Actually, sorry, dexterity plus, this would be a sleight of hand. You and Dina start taking the crates into the other room.
I needed to know.
Okay. So the question is, do you still want the information? You'll get caught.
I can't do it like while they're in the other room.
They're coming in and out, and you don't know kind of what's going to happen if you turn off the screens.
Okay, then instead of turning off the screen, can I just like get information from one of the panels?
Sure. Give me a. Actually, you can just get the information. Okay. You go up to one of the panels.
Mm-hmm.
There is some sort of. Basically, the readout that you get is there is enough radiation in that isolation chamber to. You're pretty sure that right before your bones ignited, that you would suffer a lot. Like it would be an intensely painful experience. It is a very high gamma burst that's going on inside there. You have no clue what would generate that.
Okay, I want to go through and read all of them.
All right.
Could you become me?
Well, I'm always angry, so.
That would be awesome.
I mean,
And the
between
Marvel Sony Wars raged on.
like between the gene therapy and the gamma radiation, you should be set. So as you go through them, each of them have some of them are registering strange energy signatures that seem almost living, but a pattern that you don't recognize as any sort of living, like not alien, not humanoid, nothing. There are several ones that are giving off various degrees of radiation.
Okay.
And there are 3 that are isolated because they are also hermetically sealed. There seems to be some sort of toxin that's coming off of them.
Okay.
All of the notes, however, that you kind of the high level entry notes, kind of detailing what is going on. All of them are psychically active, according to the notations, and none of the effects that they're being isolated for are the primary purpose, if that makes sense. So the thing giving off toxins is toxic, but it's not designed to poison people, if that makes sense. Those are the high level notes before Danis comes in, and you see that you guys lock each of these footlockers into what seem to be a specially designed cradle, and there are a number of spindly metal arms kind of retracted up against the ceiling.
One of the ones that aren't human or alien or anything that seem to be living, could I compare them to, say, the commune or the...
Commune?
Yes. transmute or the husks of Ravenna.
Ooh, interesting.
Nice.
Give me a wits plus...
None of that is like something I remember. It's also being stored in my AI.
Right, exactly. So, and you'll get to roll this with advantage because you're using your AI. I'm sorry. Favorably. You just roll this favorably because you're using your AI. So give me a wits plus... Doom. Focus roll. Kind of recall the thing from your memory. Okay. So you recall it. As you look at it, it's not identical, but one of them is viral. It is a viral life form in the same way that the viral life forms existed on Olympus.
Okay, so it's similar to Olympus, not the husks of Ravenna.
No.
Okay. Okay. I take note of what that is.
Okay. Alright, so you're in that area. You're in so there's the room that you put the boxes in. There's the control room that's sort of isolated from the main room. And Dina says, alright, we're ready to open the boxes. Do you want your friend, your acolyte in here for this?
Maybe not. I think I would suspect you were checking out everything else in the other room, so no, I don't
Would
want
she
her
do
to
that?
see. Touch everything.
All the buttons!
Also, I don't wish her to see what's in here. I don't wish her to be exposed to the horrors of the Order just yet.
Okay. So, as Dinas powers up the system, you see like the arms start to come down and the ends start to glow, and the arms start cutting into the boxes, cutting them apart. Someone in a lab coat, golden hair, sort of like, and not like blonde, but like metallic golden hair, pulled back into a kind of a bun?
Top knot?
Top knot?
Depends, female or male?
Man. Oh, sorry,
Man bun.
female.
Female bun.
Female bun. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that there would be other assistants. Are you new?
I am.
Oh. Ventura, pleasure to meet you.
Jackson, nice to meet you.
Jexa. That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
Are you looking at specimen 17C?
Yeah, I mean, I had recently been researching something similar to this that they have found on various planets. And I was wondering if there's...
Really? There's more information on viral entities elsewhere?
I think so. I'd have to go back. It's kind of one of those things where I remember reading about it. I don't remember which book or which planet it was off of, but can we turn these transparent?
Some of them we cannot.
Can we see it?
Oh, I can show it to you, yes.
Great.
Yeah, go ahead and open that up.
I'm sorry, I haven't been told which button to push. Can I tell which button?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty obvious.
Alright.
It won't. Where are you guys headed on the station?
To the shopping district.
New hats.
Shopping!
Alright.
I'm paying.
Alright, so you guys are heading into the Agora as well. Alright. So, that is where we will take our break for right now. With you guys heading to the shopping district, you about to look into one of the isolation
Well,
chambers.
you still have a face. And I'm probably gonna die, so high five.
So we'll be back in 20 minutes.
This is definitely one of
Thank
those.
you all for watching so far. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back to see what is going on the space station in Byzantium Secundus space. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here in a bit after our break, and then we will get back into it. And welcome back! So,
Big sound outside the door. It's fine.
the thumping is normal. May regret that later. So, Alright, we're going to start with... so you guys are going down to the Agora. What exactly are you looking for as you head into the black market shops?
Exotic and house breakable. Ship animal mates. Duh.
You need a mascot for your boy.
Or puppy.
Right, the mascot.
Things I did not expect to have to think about.
Space puppies.
So you're looking for an animal to have on the ship.
It is cute and cuddly, and is good for high-stress situations.
Ooh, a chinchilla. Ooh, space
Is
chinchilla.
the fish
So
just
what you're
worth
asking
cutting
for
up?
is another NPC.
Ooh, can it be a space chinchilla with a horn?
Yeah, like the space chinchillas when I totally like crawl up on somebody's little shoulder and be like, I have a horn.
Exactly. This side of the table knows what we're talking about.
You do not find a space chinchilla with a horn, nor do you find baby space goats for yoga.
Look, that's Kathy. I'm not Kathy. We said puppies.
We said puppies, damn it. All right, so I want from both of you a just kind of give me a. There will be no BPs from this roll. Just kind of see where you're at. I would like a presence plus knavery roll.
You got 5 out of 13. 4 out of.
Your presence is high anyway, right?
If it's not,
11.
we've all been misinterpreting Captain Calypso.
4 out of 11. So this doesn't go up by.
No, yeah.
I win.
The two of you succeed. All right.
Space chinchilla. Space chinchilla. Space chinchilla.
You guys spend an hour wandering around the agora up here, and eventually you find down several alleys. You're not even sure how many alleys you've gone down at this
Yes.
point.
This is where we belong.
But you do find you can hear the sounds of animals coming from a doorway. Okay, not barnyard animals. It is called Old McDonald's Pet Shop of Horrors. When you go in, you do see there is a person who is standing up about like putting a small cage on a shelf about 6 meters off the ground. They look very tall and thin.
Oh.
And they kind of put it and they go, "Oh, customers." And it kind of the person sort of retreats down and you can see its lower body sort of blossoms out. Welcome.
Hello.
What are you in the search for?
Search. Is that the shop or is this like general?
Yes.
Ah.
This is the search. We provide genetically flexible options for the discerning clientele. And it kind of, you hear as it sort of, it very smoothly moves behind the counter, but you definitely hear,
Ugh.
Alright. So,
I am Severio.
Severio. Nice to meet you, Severio.
Severio, nice to meet you as well.
I see what you did
A
there.
little joke I like, bonding with my clients.
Yes.
Okay. I see that.
Oh, I was waiting for him to rip.
This is what they're shopping for. A horny space chinchilla.
I'm so glad I didn't have that M&M in my mouth yet.
Going for 2. I got you to choke on the water.
Hashtag horny space chinchilla.
We're looking for puppies.
Puppies.
Or
I have some octopuppies.
Ooh, I like it.
I
wanna
also
see it.
have...
we're looking for something a little smaller. See, we're travelers. We're on spaceships quite a lot.
Ah, yes.
Something that won't, you know.
Do you want it to or not to feed on waste? Some people buy pets here so they can get rid of their waste reclamation.
Have it licks you into a poopy mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I
Just
could
don't
also
let
get rid
that
of
one
bodies.
kiss you.
Good plan.
Yes. We once
You
had
can get
one that
with
was
poopy mouth.
had multiple
So we'll
tongues
get
and it
2.
did not work out well.
No, I don't imagine it does. What else do you have?
Oh, we have many things. What are you looking for? Something large?
Small.
Something small?
Kinda,
Something about...
Yeah. You know,
And it, like, perfectly matches your... So, long, voluminous, velvety black robes that sort of, like, instead of being long and thin, it's kind of got a... You know, it's got its torso. You can definitely see there's some sort of other arms
There's
moving
like
up
5
under
monkeys in this.
under there. And the face is almost androgynously perfect. No hair.
Uncanny Valley. Got it.
Bald, as we all know,
Yeah.
is good looking.
I'm pleased, excuse me, I
Yes.
don't mean to be rude.
Oh, please do
What
not be
are
rude. I have many things that like to eat rude people. Yes. I am Severio.
So very nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you.
Um,
It sounds even better when it's repeated back to me.
we're looking for something.
In the
friendly.
space chinchilla sort of range.
Yes, in fact.
I still like the octopuppy. I would love to see it.
Well, it depends. Do you want an octopuppy?
Just look at that
Octopus.
Or
We need a space chinchilla.
or a canophalopod?
Can I see both of them?
Why, yes. Come with me into the back room, and he hits a button. It hits a button under the counter, and the door shuts, and you hear.
You're going. I'm just staying here for the space chinchilla.
We do not have any space chinchillas right now, but I could breed one for you. It should only take 6 or 7 months. Do you want it to glow in the dark?
I'm gonna crush my hopes and dreams.
I'm offering you many things.
Look.
I can make one large enough to hide a gun in, and
What?
then give it a flesh pocket.
So, like,
That's awesome.
It's like a kangaroo.
so,
Chin-
Guinea pigs.
Many.
Not metaphorically.
Not, but just no.
Then none.
is there a specific reason why you have none?
Don't get very many calls for guinea pigs of the literal sort. I do have Veruvian space rats that have been modified.
Looking for cute and cuddly and nice.
Well, then let's go look at the octopuppy and the canothopod. And it
Totally weirded out, but I'm gonna follow him.
I wanted a chinchilla.
new campaign goals. Hashtag campaign goals. Space chinchilla. I can breed you one,
Yeah, it'll take 6 to 7 months. I could be dead by then, man. Come on.
but then you have something to live for. Back to.
She already has a fiance.
What? Shush your mouth. What could I
Is he
do?
small and furry? I apologize. Is he or she small and furry?
But like that you examine your personal biases. But sometimes furry. Yeah, actually, when goes over.
New canon note. Gregor's got a hairy back.
Hairy butt.
I'm into it though. That peach fuzz.
All right, well, on that note, we're coming back to the lab. All right, so laser arms. And they are cutting through, and it's taking time. Whatever this is, at first you can see the lasers reflected off of the chrome footlockers, and they like the color of the light starts shifting as if it's trying to find the perfect light frequency to burn through. And it starts, this is faster than normal, we're getting better at it. I don't know who's manufacturing it, but it's laser resistant. As well as everything else. Can you imagine if we find who does this and made armor like this for us?
You know,
We
it'd
would
be pretty great.
Yeah, be miraculous.
Danger, little brother.
You missed your face. Here, high five.
So Ventura, you open up the thing. You hear the doors lock. And a light comes on that says, isolation lab in use. And on the inside of this thing, what you see is an amorphous green shape kind of floating in a static field. A tap on the glass. You see a slit open in the side of it, and at first it's empty, and more of the liquid kind of flows in, and it's an eye kind of forms in there. You don't know what it is. It's definitely not natural. I think it's man-made. It could be biotech. We're not entirely certain. And that all makes sort of perfect sense to you. Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen it fully mimic a human?
No. I suppose if we had more.
There's just not enough of it.
Yeah. I keep hoping.
So this was in one of the boxes?
Yes.
Be honest.
The ooze is it similar to?
It's green. I mean, you were able to determine that it has some similarities to the virals of Olympus.
Okay. Interesting. Are any of these unsettling?
How so?
Like you get the sense that something's watching you, looking back at you.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm fairly new.
Oh, you want to look at all of them?
No, some of them have very high radiation levels. I'm not sure if the shield will hold.
I could do that for you.
You should talk with the person in charge.
Who's in charge?
Moses.
Okay. I met him a little bit ago.
Talk with him.
Oh.
But it was a pleasure to meet you. I hope we do talk again. If you find out anything, let me know.
Yeah. Here's my... How old is she?
She seems to be in her, early 40s.
Okay.
Did she say what her name was?
Ventura. Right. I'm gonna give her my number. So, if you notice anything about any of these.
I will definitely let you know. And she walks back into the back rooms.
Alright. And I just think.
You gonna open any other ones?
Are there any other interesting ones?
Well, there's all the ones that are giving off radiation.
I guess I shouldn't open those.
The toxic ones. There are also 2 other living things.
I want to look at one of the other living things.
Alright. It's very strange. You're pretty sure it's symbiote tech. It looks to be some sort of... At first you think it's like a crab hand, like a crab claw, but you can see the end is sort of fluid, as if it's grasping for something, and there's definitely a barrel on the inside of the claw, and you can see like sparks arcing up and back along it.
But it's living?
Yes, so the symbiotes are I would say an alien race. They're sort of a hybrid race that the Empire is currently at war with. And they, very much like the virals in a different sort of way, take over.
I won't make that opinion on the last one.
The last one is... it looks almost like an hourglass. It's 2 diamond shapes that kind of come together, and every so often the center of the diamond, like an hourglass, where the points connect, they pulse, and sort of ripple out to the top and ripple back. It's definitely reading as organic and not...
Does that have anything... Having followed Gemma around some different things, have I seen any religious pictures or carvings that would
look like that?
especially more like the gyro?
This doesn't look anything like the gyro.
Okay.
It's a good connection, but... Alright, the first of the crate lids comes off. And there are 16 in 2 rows. This is the one that weighed as much as... It was about the Gregorish crate.
That was not appropriate at all. The Gregor-ish crate?
Yeah. She asked if one of them was about Gregor size, and one of them was about...
That was not appropriate at all!
There are 16 spheres about yay big.
Oh.
And they are inscribed with not so much symbols, but just geometric patterns. And they are kind of being suspended in what looks like liquid foam. You can see it ripples a little bit as the arms come down and lift off the crate. I haven't seen those before. They look a little bit like... This is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to smuggle weapons. We have to get to the bottom of this. And by we, I don't necessarily mean you and I. But...
Do I recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, they're just geometric patterns. Masters will want to know. This is... At first it was just... standard Second Republic era tech. Farming equipment. Neural reorganizers. That sort of... But they moved to weapons. Yeah, where the Second Republic had technology that would reorder the brain. It's generally used, and pervasively used throughout their society to twist the souls of living beings into more acceptable formats. One of the great sins of the Second Republic. And then they started, then some of the crates have been filled with other things. Most of that is in the isolation lab. Your acolyte will mess with Eddie. She knows better.
If they open the doors, I'm just gonna sit in there.
Alright, well, we'll get this one cataloged. It doesn't look like your friends are in any of them. And you can see that, like, they've cut through them and they've lifted them up, and none of them, like, each one is completely different. There's the 16 orbs. There is what seems to be a statue of one of the Ur, which is one of the... There are two different alien races that are descended from the Ur. So there's a statue in that. The statue's eyes seem to be, even though they're carved out of stone, they immediately go to the glass where you're at, and are looking right at you through the glass.
At me or it?
Where you go in the room? I follow you. The other one is some sort of, you don't know what it is, but it looks like a large, it's the one that was the lightest one. There's a large spindly machine that is folded up inside of it. And the last one is just a golden brick. There's a control panel on it. And I should go get Masses. You will want to begin discovering what is going on. At this point, Masses enters the lit. Oh! Shexa. I'm really bad with faces, but I like names. Where's Dinas and Gemma?
In their opening boxes.
Oh, I hope there's not another incident.
So, you
We
said
take precautions.
that the boxes disappeared.
Yes.
Did anything disappear off the ships? Like,
Very often, yes.
as if the boxes were replacing?
Yes! That's what I've been saying. Like when you're in the bath, as you lower yourself in, you sort of
Burst the water?
You know, or another example that doesn't involve bathing.
Okay, I do what?
Yes, there's been an
Yes.
equal displacement of...
So our ship
I don't know whether it's volume or mass or...
Our ship read that we lost atmosphere.
Well, it's very lucky it didn't happen closer to the edge of your ship.
But the weight and amount of matter remained the same.
Yes, that is constant with what we have seen in the logs.
Is there anything out on those asteroids around the jump gate?
None that we have seen. Why?
Just wondering if somebody's doing a swap. Swapperoo.
Your captain,
Mm-hmm.
what did she do?
That was her ship.
It's a very literal answer.
And yeah, it's not a one. Ferries me around.
What are you a merchant ship? Are you?
Well, she's very into fashion.
That doesn't help me at all. You guys don't take jobs for hire by any chance, do you?
Possibly. She'd want to know price,
Yes.
but she could probably be persuaded to.
All of the churches. Don't need to tell you how tense things are in Byzantium, Secundus. We all know.
Yes.
All of my resources here are basically checking all of the ships coming in and out of the system. I may be able to apply some discretionary funds to have you work for the Inquisition for this and go investigate those exploits.
That'd be fascinating. Working for the Inquisition.
As everyone knows, the Inquisition is the best order to work for.
Do they come with dental or something?
They sure are out of order.
We have the most funding. You can't spell funding.
No
Not
fun. Or jeans.
So, Severio takes you into the back of the pet shop of horrors, and he hits all. It's completely black. There's a single light that illuminates a black pillar that comes out, and he just kind of comes up, and taps on the pedestal, and you can hear things moving in the darkness. And 2 lights appear on either side of you. He's like, this, and a crate sort of lowers down. It's about this big. This is the octopuppy. I think you would find it quite delightful.
Okay, but does it
It is very friendly.
look like this? Or does it look like that?
It looks like neither. And this 8-legged furry thing with, instead of jaws, a beak comes out, and it has a large number of eyes, but it does have a tongue that sort of lolls out. And it just sort of pads out on 8 furry legs that don't seem to have joints. This is the octopuppy.
Would it snuggle?
It's very snuggly. I would watch out for it. It comes. Do not touch the merchandise unless you paid for it. It does come running towards you, and you just see the robe no weight shifts, but the robe just sort of extends out, and the thing sits down and squirts a little bit. And this is the Knophanopod. And that looks way more like what Abby drew. It looks like a dog head on top of but like a gummy dog head on top of like an octopus
So
body.
it's either like a furry octopuppy or a slimy Canophalos.
Yes. This one though is smart enough to bring you like tools.
It's variations on the theme.
For both of them.
Who's just got money burned?
Feels like it's Savario's incubation day.
Also, quick question.
Birthday, I'm sorry. Let's say that out loud.
You sure did. Well, sorry, how much are they both?
Yes, they are 400 firebirds apiece. I will throw in the crates and the control rods.
Do you have monkeys?
Monkeys?
Or parrots?
Parrots. I have birds.
What types of birds?
Many birds. We have the spider bat. We have a lot of bat-based things. Bat DNA is just delightfully easy to mix.
Okay.
Do you have a fat puppy?
No, he says to no one. Nor do we have a bat person.
So, just on the offhand curiosity, just look that.
Just a regular bat? We just want a regular bat?
A fox bat. You have a raccoon bat?
No, raccoons are dangerous.
What about a hippo? I'm asking for a friend.
It's at this moment that Jane realizes he has backed himself into
I'm buying the octo puppy of the cephalopod, but just curious.
I could make you a miniature giant space hippo.
For how long?
How big
It
would
would
it be?
be miniature. I'm not answering other people's questions because they're not here. Sometimes I hear voices.
That's incubation memories. Totally normal.
You have them too?
Yes.
Well then, for a fellow incubated, I would be glad to part with a miniature giant space hippo for... I would have to make it from scratch. There's not a lot of call for it. 6,000 firebirds in 8 months.
So, do you sometimes need favors?
How so?
You know, a little bit of DNA here,
Oh,
another
yes.
there.
I have always had need of guinea pigs. It has no eyebrows, so when it's just its
kind of
forehead
like,
wrinkling up and down.
So,
Yes. No, Kotak was
Incinerated?
definitely.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
Gregor is also when it comes to the ship. Musically.
So, how about this?
What?
How about this?
Yes.
Pause for a moment.
Alright, we will come back to you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Dennis, please come out and bring your fellow order member. The Inquisitor wishes to speak with you. Well done, Acolyte. The
Thank you.
temptation of buttons.
This is a big one, but I am working to overcome it.
Well done, you have traveled the righteous path.
Thank you,
I will
Brother
forget.
Dennis. See this.
Would you like me to go out and get the gene therapy chamber ready? I can organize it at the monastery of Byzantium.
We're planning to head there anyway, so we'll take care of it.
I will put in a good word for you. With Master Bernard. At the Temple of Vladimir.
Noted. Nardit Vladimir avoid mistakes.
So yes, I was actually just talking about and we may be able to go have this open to a the kind you want this for you. Would you be willing to work with the Inquisition?
I will have to check with the captain. I don't wish to speak for...
No, I understand. The Inquisition is nothing without understanding. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Jix is definitely sitting here
You
going,
have nothing to hide. You have nothing to fear.
Thank you. That's how he just opens his mouth. It's our motto, or at least it's my motto. I assume you have nothing to hide. I read the mind of your captain. There are some very interesting things floating around your mind that I will have to have penance for.
Only imagine.
are they ruffled shirts?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, please speak with your captain. We just got a new batch of inquisitorial redeemers that I need to speak to. But you talk with your captain.
No problem.
There's a requisition also. Churches. All bureaucracy.
So they're pulling from all over. It's not one
Oh no,
house.
No. The inquisitorial redeemers are well. And you see kind of like scratches the back of his head. There's nothing there, but you're an acolyte, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I should have considered. Actually, that works.
For her, it actually works. I've said a lot of things.
Some of the really trying to keep a straight face, but we brought in some of the church's new condition of cultists. So you know, when he says that, there are cultists who are not Thurgists, who have been taken to a remote monastery
And reform.
but not like with like technology, like the old-fashioned way. I'm not comfortable with using that. Very few of the Socratic order actually goes into positions, so you can just hear it.
Do you not enjoy them either?
No, I find the fact that an inquisitor is uncomfortable with tools presented to be disappointing. We bend the tools that we use to our own purpose. They once served a different one. They now serve the churches. We should use them. Cool.
Sometimes you can bend a tool as much as you want. It still doesn't perform the task you want it to.
Thank you. And sometimes tools break. We don't speak much. Oh, I told you. I'm very sorry about that. I did not expect the swarm to be that active or be able to go through the glass. We've reinforced it, and there is now fields as well. I'm sure it's perfectly safe to open the containers. But yes, that was. I'm sorry. Where were we?
We were just leaving. Jaxa.
Did you hear anything?
I heard your voice.
Does it work for Jexa, or is it...
I do have a 4 on my mind resistance.
Alright, well then we're... Alright.
So, space chinchins.
Okay. Alright, go speak with your captain. He kind of, you can see a little, like some sweat beads on his head.
Hello, is there somewhere to get a hold of you?
Here? Just come here and tell them that you're here for me. They know who I am.
Okay.
And then they will bring you to me.
Okay.
Here.
Careful with those boxes.
Did you open them already? Yes. Were there friends in there? No.
There's big gold brick.
There are no swarms, though, right?
No.
Nothing.
Pods and like foamy stuff. Oh, would I recognize a control panel on the brick? No. Big old brick with a panel and
Foamy stuff.
some sort of hourglass thing.
Alright, well, go see if your captain will be willing to do a little job. We'll pay well, and I will, of course, give her a good recommendation and references for her English job.
Great.
And with that, could we, just get a letter of approval from the Inquisition? Because the Inquisition's word goes a long way.
Oh,
so
yes.
If we're
Yes,
the
I will.
Inquisition.
You will be officially deputized and bonded inquisitorial retinues while on this mission. So,
Yes. Here's my proposal. My first question.
You were a little unfair.
6 to 8 humanoids between the ages. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh yes. What is your proposal, and then I will prepare my counter proposal.
The hippo. My first question when you said mini giant.
Yes.
How big does a
How
mini
big?
giant?
How big do you want it?
Oh, are we talking like 2 to 3 feet long? Are we talking like 5 to 10?
Oh, I'm sure I could make it about this big.
So like little baby hippo?
No, much smaller than a baby.
So like precious little endearing little tater tot?
Much larger than that. I'm speaking about something that when it is full grown will be about this large. Now the advantage is, all I'm messing around with is the very small parts of the DNA, so it should live even longer. I'm not sure about that one. And it's the octopus one that kind of looks at you. It definitely got like a mutt's intelligence. You definitely get the feeling like this thing would like distract you and then steal donuts off the table.
like, is this that was it the canopod or was that the octopus?
The canopod.
Okay.
The octopuppy is like.
That's the point. Got it. So here's my proposal. 1,000 firebirds is a down payment.
Ooh.
And
the 800.
We got really excited.
And the 800 for the. This is the first time that this happened. GM screen by Mark. 800 for the.
Yes.
Yes.
For the canopuppy, octopuppy canopod. So, the 1,000 down payment for the giant mini hippo.
Yes.
50% off, but
Only 39,000?
Did you not hear the next part?
No, I stopped listening at that part, but please continue.
I am a traveler that goes to places quite extremely far away, possibly sometimes kind of sort of non-existent.
I've never been to a non-existent place.
Well, I will
terrifying.
I will supply you DNA samples and shipments in, let's say, bi-monthly intervals.
Do you mean twice a month or every other month?
That's a good question. What is it called when it's every other month?
Bi-monthly.
I was right.
It's also called bi-monthly when it happens twice a month. But we are on the same page.
Yay,
now.
English language! So, I will provide up to, let's say, maybe 2 months. So, 3 samples every month, equaling 6 samples the payoff.
Assuming the DNA is worth it, that would be
So, how about
fine.
this?
Yes. Your friend is very silent. I don't trust silent people.
Well, frankly,
I'm
she's
like
not
drooling over the octopus.
She's not as smart as me, like, at all.
Wow!
Her incubator was a little warm.
Would you like some aloe vera for that to burn?
I think I'll just go with the bucket of ice to pour over.
Not in here. Do not introduce any additional water or moisture into this area.
What happens?
Bad things.
Like.
Bad things.
Do I need to be worried about water around our pets?
No, once they're out of here, they should be fine. No returns.
I wasn't planning on returning
Okay,
it,
what
frankly.
happened?
I really don't. Personally, I just want to buy every animal in here. But anyway, we'll do.
You've already technically bought 4.
Let's negotiate.
Yeah, up to 1,800, and they're only $4.50 a piece. That's 4 of
No,
them.
they're 400. No, the octopuppy and the canopod are 400 each per.
Yes, but they're also 2 animals merged
Yeah,
into
they're
one.
2
so
animals
you technically
merged
bought 4.
in. Yeah. Okay. So we will do.
It's so weird.
We will do a sample run.
Yes.
You provide me some kind of interests that you have, and I will try my best as I'm on my journey to find some of them and test the DNA, see how viable it is. If it's great, we'll have a deal. If it's not, I will ask that you only return 50% of the initial 1,000 deposit, and we'll just call it done.
That sounds like a delightful deal.
Lawyering.
You are the best customers I've had this hour.
Just sour.
Definitely this hour.
How many customers have you had today?
7. You're also more delightful than them, but you're not the best customers that I've had. The Imperial Palace orders all of its hybrid beasts from me.
What do you feed them?
These ones?
Uh-huh.
Not after midnight. I'm sorry, little joke. Do you eventually, like, transcribe them off to another
Yeah,
log?
every shower,
Okay.
there's a notebook.
Little scanner that just scans
Rager
the
has
answer.
all the right pages, I have all the left pages.
You know, meat.
They won't eat meat, right?
Are you made of meat?
I mean, I'm a human.
I would be careful.
That means they're not so snuggly.
They're very snuggly. Well, that one is the furry one. The slimy one is more.
I'm into it for this whole thing.
Yeah, I would watch him. He kind of picks it up. Him.
Can I snuggle my puppy yet?
You have not paid me yet.
Oh my
Fred.
god.
How do
She'll
you...
shove at least the 800 Firebird.
There you are. They are your pets.
Octopuppy!
Ah!
Kind of like noodles.
Yeah, it's really like holding a very fuzzy, warm bowl of spaghetti.
I'm okay with that.
The other one looks at, go along. It's just sort of like, you can hear the pop, 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 pop.
I'm into it.
It kind of just comes and sits next to you and glares at the octopuppy.
It's okay.
I shall name you Octavius.
Okay, so.
This is the most excited I've seen Abby across the whole of the campaign.
That's why I was like, we're getting the octopuppy. She wanted it, we'll do it.
Calypso's a really good captain, Mom.
Okay, so, in consideration for 50% off,
Yes.
I will provide you rare DNA samples.
Yes.
You will get to have 1 month, that's only 3 samples, of a trial to test my metal, so to speak. That's like, and if you decide, nah, we'll nix that deal, you can pocket 500.
And I will return the other 500.
Yes, we're gonna write this down, don't you dare worry.
Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't recording this already?
I don't have 12 hands.
Your incubator was a bit warm, wasn't it?
You heard me.
Alright, so you negotiate,
Yeah.
you get the contract in place, he notarizes it with, or it notarizes it with, like, a notary arm.
Nice. Can I just write this down?
Alright, so, well, I do hope you find your friends. Savario.
Is there anyone in particular that you recommend to start looking?
Well, Peter Astro has these good. Gotta make sure nobody said my Savario voice, but my glasses were. I think that we haven't been able to detect any energy. Whatever's going on is outside of the range of scanners. I can't imagine that it would be a small thing, right? It's a lot. Even if it is possible to transport something like that, you're talking about a massive energy to matter and matter to energy conversion. Gesundheit. I almost went into Savard. Gesundheit. Yeah. So I can't imagine the range is much farther in system than the nearest gas giant, but
Is that cloaking technology?
maybe? Like, there's rumors of it, but it's not pervasive, yeah.
Is this something you think the Engineers Guild would be part of?
You know, if I had enough money, I would say yes. The only times we get called to a station like this is when one of the Engineers Guild comes up with some sort of, killer AI. And I don't mean that in, like, cutting edge, but in, like, an AI that wants to kill a bunch of people. Or some doomsday device, or some recovery. You know how the Engineers Guild are. They're always tinkering, and eventually tinkering leads to innovation, and innovation leads to...
Yes. Have you noticed with the Engineers Guild if there's been any progressed. You've heard rumors of a coup.
I have heard of that, yes. The guild master, his name is, Rodriguez? Something like that. He's not here. If I've heard, he's not anywhere near here.
Is the guild here still in favor of him, or
I don't know. The guild. I feel like I'm a very friendly, outgoing person. The guild doesn't want to speak to me. There hasn't been any bloodshed that I can tell.
Do you want to speak to them? To them?
The guild? I've tried. I've sent several very cordial messages, and you can just see Dinas rolls his eyes. Dinas wants to go in there, flamer and sword blazing, and make them talk to us. We're technically done anything wrong. Of course, don't you? Showing the Inquisition. That is technically, according to canon law, technically accurate, but we have not burned anyone here. We plan on, unless we find whoever's doing this, and then I promise you to let them burn one after I get all of my information. And barring women and children. And the elderly. Basically the ringleaders.
They really like assholes.
He's my favorite visitor.
You met exactly two, and one of them you shoved out the toilet of the Oboy.
I sure did. He diddly-doo deserved it.
Captain Flanders at your service. I diddly-do, neighbors. Oh yes, please talk to your captain. I honestly, that was the nicest welcome I've ever seen on a ship since I became part of the Inquisition.
You are, I'll tell. I was going to say he was welcome, and then I went, no. I still have a welcome on that ship.
Good luck, Acolyte. I hope that you bulk up here soon.
Thank you, brother. Yes.
Alright, and they go about their business.
Sweet.
Kind of decided that one needs to be named like Frank or something.
Fred is always great.
Yeah. The one with the stogie in its mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, a little bowler hat.
yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
So if you're out there, we need pictures.
Space chinchilla.
Not of a space chinchilla. We need it of the octopuppy and Frank the canopod. Octavius and Frank. Alright, what do you...
We want to stop by the engineer's guild.
I think it's kind of risky, but I also know you need information.
And wondering if they know anything about this. But I don't know that I'll get it. So I just throw my attention on it.
I know, I heard that.
Can we... Oh, wait. I'm gonna tootle back in. Hey, Massis. Kathy toodles.
How does probably Dina's feel about Kathy?
She's thrifty and White Claw.
Okay, you tootle back in. Okay, go ahead.
Massis.
Oh, yes.
I forgot to ask. Do you, like, if we decide to take the job, do you come us the Inquisition, like, badge of approval, or...
No, I will give you a inquisitorial seals that you will fix.
Yeah, okay, great. I just was wondering how that was working. Like, if we got credentials, or we just threw your name around, or...
No, I will have seals made up for you.
Sounds good.
You've never worked for the Inquisition before? I adore working with the Battle Lord.
It's good to hear.
Raphael was...
Just gonna kind of pat him on the shoulder.
Thank you. Sorry. Where were we?
And I was just wondering how that worked. To go back.
You know, Dinas, I've never seen a Battle Lord or Tootle. But if I was going to describe what just happened... Yeah, it was definitely a Tootle. I do not approve.
No wonder her accolade is so low. So
Let's see if we can throw his name around and introduce it. You can still
well,
try.
if they don't like him,
Right.
I don't suppose that there was any sign that Derek was wearing to indicate a new order.
Was he still wearing the original?
He was still
engineer
wearing his
badge?
insignia, yeah.
Didn't have like slash marks through it.
Nope.
Burnt on the edges. Spat on it.
Still? No. But I mean, just you feel free to keep going. We've got like 28 minutes left.
Torn a
so,
little bit.
No.
Blacklight paint.
That you don't know.
Want to go
Jumps
back
in with Jackson
and
Pollock.
tell Calypso if he offers you, she'll take it.
Okay.
Regardless if she takes it or not, I do think we should go look at the asteroids.
Yes.
And where would be the best place to get more information about what is in this space?
Charioteers Guild would be good.
Okay.
They're going to know kind of the stellar side of things. The Engineers Guild would know if there's anything tech going on in the area.
Okay. So you guys talk to those two guilds. Alright, so we'll go back to the ship.
Goodbye. I look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Mario.
Blah, 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 blah,
Oh.
blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm gonna need you to just make a little list of things he kind of has an interest in.
He sends you a very disturbing list.
Women
Or
and children.
Savario does. He sends you a very disturbing list.
I don't have a lot of morals, so let's go.
That's fair. Okay. Alright. So you are out of... the pet shop.
Little shop of horrors.
You guys are out of the Inquisition. I feel like tonight ended in some really weird... went to some really weird places. But you went back to the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Frank is gonna be useful, okay? Really excited.
Can you scan the cargo bay now that they're all gone and see if there's any particles left behind? This is Maddie, not Jen. Particles left behind, or anything that might indicate where the cases came from?
I can try.
Give me a scan.
Do we?
So wits. No, sorry. Perception plus. Either interface or observe your choice, and because of your AI, you will make it as a favorable roll.
Yes.
Oh, great. More into it.
Come on!
Alright. So how much are you spending?
Was it miraculous?
It's not. But you are guessing that the like energy particles, something this high should be pretty easy for your hand to pick up.
We'll do 6.
Yeah.
Alright, so you will actually get a good result because you spent 2 over. So there is still some very exotic radiation. Like breakdown of particles in a way you've not seen before.
Okay.
But it looks like whatever happened, if you had to guess, it is akin to the radiation that's released by jump gates.
Oh.
That the Sarthic field is supposed to protect you from.
Okay, I would like to take a reading of this and put it onto a separate file drive, so we can go back to the engineer's guild with this and say it's totally bad.
You can do that.
Okay.
You guys are you heading back to the ship, or are you doing okay? So they
But first we take a very small pit stop to buy a little bowler hat.
mark off 1 Firebird for the hat and 1 for paying the cigar vendor because Frank stole some cigars. Please, I really want to see this.
Yeah, that's right. I don't remember my car.
Do I know where that house is here?
It's not here on the space station. It's on the embassy is on Byzantium, Secundus, the planet.
I'm gonna lock my door every night.
Somewhere
now,
back
I
on
don't-
Lemon Cannon, Francesco's like,
Well, he's trying.
So they come up, and Alestra has a very furry, beaked creature that has 8 legs, but 4 on a side, and kind of flopping next to Calypso is a octopus with sort of a mongrel dog's head and a bowler cap and a cigar.
Don't.
Wait.
Do I have any nuts and
Don't remember
bolts?
me.
Yeah, you have nuts. Sure. Yeah. You gonna throw them at him?
No. I'm gonna look at this thing. Has it picked up anything else?
No. He's not actually smoking them. It's just kind of
It's
holding
for show.
on to them. Yeah, it's for show.
Right.
You know how people dress up their cats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm aware it's not smoking them, but I'm just wondering if it's picked up anything else.
It actually has.
And what else has it picked up?
As you look at it, there's definitely it has a screwdriver. It has some sort of orange fruit, and it definitely has a small purse.
I take the small purse for a small moment.
Yeah.
Take the insides of it, give the small purse back, open the wallet, and see what I found.
There's several pictures of a charioteer guild member and her family.
I immediately just throw that on the ground.
I'm still
This is Octavia's
you want it, you pick
puppy.
It hands you the orange.
I'm gonna go. I was gonna get down and offer some nuts and bolts. Because I have a screwdriver.
It kind of plops down and starts fitting the screwdriver into the bolts.
Yeah, this one is gonna be friends.
This is just my snuggle puppy.
the canine thing. And then I look at that and scratch it.
All of its legs, flail ecstatically.
Sweet.
I make a mental note to lock my door at all times.
I'm
That's
so
fair.
excited for Frank to try to steal your things.
Frank will die.
No, Frank will not.
Can Frank climb?
Oh yeah, it's got suction cups on its tentacles.
Smashing all the beds in my room and seal the door, because I will murder this thing if I wake up and it's in my room.
It growls at you.
I
The other one
down.
just kind of looks at you and goes, "Mwah."
I feel like there's like some form of like sense of intelligence with Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then with Octavius, there's just
Yeah. So it's the difference between like
Purebred.
it's the difference between like a thoroughbred like that's been like bred in some person's backyard and like the mutt who's like is almost as smart as my owner but twice as cunning.
Frank is fun. We're gonna teach Frank how to fix cloth
So
and steel fibers. What?
It's gonna be a great
I have no
episode.
like
What's
actually
Frank's vitality? Just off the top of your head.
90, 100, something like that.
More than you.
So I feel like battle lines are being drawn.
Between Gemma and Frank.
Once Frank gets his bouquet of knives, you better watch out. So, you guys are there in the cargo bay.
Uh-huh. There's a job offer from Massus. The Inquisitors will pay for us to go and investigate where our friends disappeared.
Alright, well, I feel like that tells two
He
birds
said it
once.
will pay money.
We'll have to check.
And we would also get some credentials with the Inquisition, which could work in our favor.
Yeah, no, I'm totally
Because
down
of
for
other
this.
things.
I need to start procuring stuff of value.
So, you need to go back and talk to Massus to get your contract signed.
Okay.
I would like to talk to the Engineers Guild and find out if they know anything about this radiation. And we may want to talk to the Charioteers Guild. Where are those pictures? I'll pick them up. Use this to talk to them. And find out if, what they know
Oh, you
about
mean
the
the one that
star
just flew on the
system.
ground?
Mm-hmm. Pick them up.
Frank, she's gonna be the little person.
I reach into my pocket and I find
Frank doesn't understand what purse means.
what do I find?
Ooh, what's Frank's wit score?
I don't know, 80, 90.
Dang it.
Frank needs at least
I-
4.
Pull out a smoke stick.
Frank's got lungs.
And I reach for the purse.
Wraps a tentacle around it into the purse. And then puts the whole thing in its mouth.
That's exactly what you were supposed to do.
And then it growls at Octavius. Octavius inks a little on you.
Oh,
Oh well.
it's like
I'll watch it.
It's like a baby.
All
When
right,
it's
so
yours,
the
you're
plan
like, oh,
is
it's okay.
for Calypso to go talk with the Inquisition.
Yeah.
Who's going to the Charioteers Guild? Who's going to the Engineers Guild?
What are we doing with the Charioteers Guild?
Charioteers Guild, you're finding out stuff about, like, what's in the asteroid field, what's the closest planet, kind of, like,
information about distance and stuff that's in the stars.
Cool. I know nothing about that.
Well, could we do engineers and then charioteers? So we don't have to, like...
Yeah, so where are you guys going next is kind of what I'm looking for.
Do we want to just go pop in, get our deal with Massis, and then go to the engineers guild?
I like it.
Alright. So, that is where we will pick up next week. Thank you all for playing. As always, I
Lost control about 5 minutes in.
No, I feel like things went on the arc. It was really more of the pet shop detour. But I feel like it played out well.
I think Frank is going to become very useful.
Somehow, I removed 3 NPCs and gave them 2 more. So at the
Potential
end,
for a third.
with the potential for a third. Listen, keep your players happy. Then torture them. Then make them happy. So, we will be back next week. And then...
Where's Gregor?
Now we
At the end of the episode, the question "Where's Gregor?" comes up. So we will be back next week with the continuing adventures of the crew of the Oh Boy. And again, in October, we've got a lot more shows launching, so please stay tuned for more information on that. Thank you to all of our followers, both on Twitter and on YouTube and on Twitch. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys engaging with us. And yes, and a big thank you to our fan, Evan, who is always in the chat and has sent the crew some graphic novels that remind him of the show for us to peruse.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
that was
you,
so
Evan.
cool. And we will see you guys in a week. Thank you for watching.